Hello, y'all.
What's going on, EFS fam?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite podcast. #1 podcast in the world.
Fastest growing podcast in Delaware for sure. Okay, I put my name on that.
You willing to stamp that?
We stamp.
All right, you gonna stamp it. I got
Prove
the
me
car
wrong.
vibes today.
Prove me wrong.
I'm gonna turn up in a little bit because we got some backs to kick in. You know, a lot going on out there on the internet. We got some backs to kick in, you know. Not in the physical sense, but I am your host, D. Burke. It is the EFS podcast, episode number 10 on them. Today we are celebrating just another day of life living and another day of potting because now we got 10 in. So this is like the first small milestone. So we're going to be sipping a little white wine, a little Pinot Gris. Cheers to the gang.
You got long arms.
The gang is in the house today, as always. You know, listen, Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget. Wherever you at, I'm at with it. You know, once again, I'm your host, D. Burke. We got Waldo, the man in the house, Mr. Waldo Black. We got Rem back with us for another occasion. Another audio occasion is what we like to call it here, you know. So episode 10 is live.
Episode 10, man.
And as we spoke on, we got a lot to talk about today. You know?
A lot has happened in the world.
A lot to talk about. We had to push back our recording day just because so much talk on the internet about what was going to happen this weekend that we kind of had to let it play out. And I'm glad we did because I think now we got a full gambit of things to discuss for you, the people, the listeners. First and foremost, before we get to that, how's everybody doing? Y'all good?
I thought it was a loaded
mental check, spiritual check.
Question.
How you doing?
It's a loaded
mentally,
question.
physically,
You know
all things in between. We all right before we get into
blessed and highly favored.
Gritty.
How about peace be unto you, all that good stuff.
Not peace be unto you.
Everything. I'm sending nothing but positivity.
That sound like a man who ain't ate a good meal in about a week. That's
I have been fasting, but
I sound like a man that ain't ate a good meal in a week.
I'm good. I feel revitalized. Even I feel like
that's good.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
wonderful.
radiating. I'm glowing. How do y'all think? I look good, right? EFS family. I think I'm doing good. I'm feeling good, right? Martha and Abigail.
Meryl. It was Meryl.
Meryl.
Yes.
Meryl are doing okay today.
What's that?
Those are my knees.
His knees.
Because you got Megan knees.
I
ain't got Megan knees. I got Martha and Meryl.
Okay.
You getting up there. Yeah.
The older you get, the names start to change. There ain't no Megan.
Put a little
No Megan knees.
No Megan knees. It's Martha
WD-40 on them.
Yeah,
things,
exactly.
You know?
Okay.
All right. So shouts to the knees.
Shouts to the knees, man.
Another two in attendance, I guess. Rem, how's it doing? How you doing? How you feeling today? You all right?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh my God.
And Dwight, how are you, sir?
Me? I'm Gucci.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm Gucci. You know.
I heard you went back home and enjoyed yourself up in the city.
Yeah. A little quick trip to the town. Got to celebrate Pop's birthday. You know.
Awesome. Shouts to Pops.
Had a little karaoke occasion. You know.
I've heard
it was
you
the first time
one time.
Oh.
Ever.
That was another karaoke shit we did.
Yeah.
What I did, the Usher.
That was the Usher, yeah.
Nah, what was it though?
No, it was Usher.
Nice and slow.
It was
Usher, Nice and Slow. You talking about the barbecue?
The barbecue, yeah. That was nice. I was like, actually, you ain't the worst singer. I'll tell you.
Okay.
I ain't the worst.
So you got the pipe.
I put some auto-tune on you. You be all right.
I ain't the worst. I ain't the best.
He can hold a
Auto-tune.
note.
He can hold a tune. He can hold
Okay,
he's more of a toner than he is a singer. I'll say that, but he's definitely
You know,
he tones well.
I could outdo some of these niggas out here.
Listen,
throwing all kind of shit on people. If I was,
you heard Jeremiah when we did the what's the name?
Man,
remember back in the day when we used to do the verses?
Yeah, no good,
no
good live
that era is
performance.
over.
No good live performance.
You can't sing, just play it back in tracks.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's cool. I got it up with Pops, you know, birthday, 70 years old.
70,
Oh, wow.
big 7-0.
Yeah,
Man,
big
throw
70.
some horns on for 70,
Big 70.
man.
Big
Come
70,
on, Pops.
You know, shout out to Pops, big 70.
I haven't had the pleasure to meet him yet, but I'm excited to do it one day.
It's the man. It's the real legend right there. So brothers and sisters out there, you know, it's good. Got a chance to check in with the fam, celebrate the man. So it's a good night. Got to get my karaoke vibes on. I got a couple songs that just ring off every time. And I'm just going to those, you know. So if I catch you at the same, like if we have been to a karaoke party before, like I don't even go to karaoke parties with the same people because once I knock my shit out, then, you know, I can't have you see the performance again. So
you basically only could do those songs.
Yeah.
So you gonna say, look.
So I ain't trying to be the person that go to multiple times with the same cat. And they're like, oh, all you do is these songs. Like,
but some people have their songs that they do for karaoke.
I do my same songs too, though.
Because to me, I don't like the karaoke where it get whack, where you really just like really trying to like read the words and you don't know what's coming next and all that shit. Because it take away from the song. Like, if it's your song, know the song.
Know the song. Okay. Oh, okay.
You know?
No, I usually try to like throw a challenge. Like, I want to like learn a song on the fly.
Yeah, see, all that to me is like it messes up the experience.
It's not fun for you.
Because the best part of karaoke is getting everybody else to react with you.
Interesting.
You got to pick a song that everybody know. Everybody can easily sing because that's when the joint get lit. You know.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know. I ain't gonna say my one song because if you catch me in a karaoke party, then you're gonna know I'm going to it. But it was one song.
We know one. Nice.
San Diego. Well, yeah, we throw that out there. But I was actually outside of my wheelhouse. I was just trying some shit out. You know, yeah. But in San Diego a couple of years ago, I did one song at the karaoke. It was a karaoke bar, and literally shut the whole shit down. Like had everybody at the bar saying we all in there like it's like 11:45, 12 at night. So we prime like liquor is flowing, everybody belting out the tunes. Like I'm like, oh shit. And I wasn't even expecting that, but I knew it would get the crowd moving a little bit. And I smashed it. So at that point, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna tuck this one in the back pocket. Anytime it's karaoke time, we go into that. You know? So it was cool.
Put that on the Patreon, maybe.
Hey, bonus.
Paywall.
Yeah, but that said, I mean, now we speaking about singers, music, and all this other shit. We might as well get straight to the shits. Straight to the shits. Today we're gonna call you to the carpet, bro. I gotta be honest.
Call me?
Yeah, you getting called to the carpet.
Hey, what I need to do? Let me know.
Called to the carpet.
What's the issue?
Because the last time we recorded, and the episode has been out, it's released now.
Yes, it is.
It was when Mr. Jermaine Cole was taking his shots.
Yep.
Sadly enough, not even a fucking day after we recorded,
he says,
this man comes out and apologizes in front of the world to the person he was dissing. It literally was just over 24 hours later from the time we recorded to the time he came out. And
yes.
That's what it came out on a Friday?
Yep.
He apologized on a Sunday?
No, we recorded it on the Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
He apologized at the Dreamville Fest to close on his closing night on Sunday in front of the world. And tore the internet apart at that point.
What?
It made me literally not want to put out the last episode, if I'm just being honest.
Wow. All of that?
Yeah. So
which one you do I have the floor?
Remember when we had the list? 1, 2, 3, right? Who was on top of his list?
Yeah. J. Cole.
J. Cole was on top of his list.
Right.
I thought so, right?
Right.
J. Cole.
I mean, we could go back on the tape.
I'm here for the smoke. What you want to say?
So now, since this man's on the top of your list, we need you to then react to, and we're going to catch it up because a lot's happened since then.
How do you feel about that?
Okay,
a lot's happened since then.
Okay,
but we're going to start there because...
Let's start there.
We're going to start there. Get your whole J. Cole apology shit off.
I'm gonna cover this, but before we go forward, I need EFS
Sip your
family.
white wine too, so it flows.
I'm good.
Right.
I need the EFS family. If y'all are really rocking with the podcast, right? I need you to go back a couple episodes, or at least look at the short. There's a short, right, that we put out, and I'm describing the three, right, the big three, and I said they speak to something.
Ain't no big three in it. We're not calling that.
Hold on.
We're not calling that no more.
Do I have the floor or not? You gave me the floor or not?
My bad.
You gave me the floor or not? Let me get it. Okay, Joe Budden, calm down.
Oh, no.
Hold on. All I'm saying is, right, I said specifically, I said, Kendrick speaks to the soul or the spirit. I said, Drake speaks to the body. And what did I say J. Cole speaks to? Now you quiet. You can speak now. What did J. Cole speak to?
I think he said the mind.
No, I said the heart.
Oh, the heart. Sorry,
I
Kendrick
said the
speaks
heart
to the mind or soul.
I didn't bring the mind in at all. I said I said heart is J. Cole. For me, as a person that sees J. Cole as someone that speaks to the heart, that's totally in his wheelhouse to apologize.
Okay.
Because that's the kind of person he is. I'm not looking for J. Cole to be a thug or to be rah-rah. He's never been that. He speaks to the heart. Okay. And a heartfelt apology is exactly what he delivered on stage at Dreamville Fest.
Yeah.
He's not that guy. So for us to demand something, as soon as the beef turned into more, when people are starting to, you know what I mean, the behind the scenes, and it's starting to turn into something that may even get physical and something, he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. This ain't rocking with me. This is not in my spirit.
But then why put it out?
Again, and this is another thing I think is beautiful about the situation, right? What we just got is the first time in hip hop where we genuinely had accountability and reflection in a moment that was less than what it used to be, right? Go to Jay and go to Hov and Nas and all that. They always go back and say they regret the decisions they made after the fact. It's years and years after the fact. And in the moment, that means hip hop has grown to a point where it doesn't take years for us to be man up and say that was wrong of me. I shouldn't have gone into that space. That's out of alignment with what God has for me. He did it in 2 days, which to me means we are healing faster. This is toxic energy. And the toxic energy of hip hop does not need to be there. We can still enjoy hip hop and not be toxic about it. I think J. Cole is the perfect champion to push that message out to the people. He is the person that gave us a memorable moment in hip hop that will forever change the landscape going forward. And only person that can do that is J. Cole. I stand by J. Cole's decision to reflect, heal, and take accountability. He could have been toxic and continued forth on a path that wasn't in alignment with his spirit and wasn't in alignment with what he believed God has for him. Instead, he stood on stage 10 toes and said, look, I made a mistake. I regret my decisions in that moment. I'm taking accountability in front of the entire world, knowing that this could damage my career, this could make me look bad. But instead of being that, I'm not going to lose myself to this hip hop and this notion of who is the best. I'm going to be real in front of the people that I've always been real with. He got it. To me, he goated for that. There's only one person that ever did that. That's J. Cole. He's goated for that. There's no one else who could stand that strong against that much pressure.
Then he got it.
He got it.
He
got it. Toasted to this man.
He got it, bro. Because I respect on another EFS family. I said on another podcast, what do I like? I like seeing true expression. We were talking about Angel Reese. I said I like seeing true expression. I don't mince my words. I am very real on this podcast, and I'm still gonna be real right now. He is being raw and honest. That is something I can respect. Whether I dislike it or not, you can dislike something and still respect it. I respect J. Cole for what he did.
Whoa. So what side do you like it or not? Because you're saying that.
No, I'm saying you can dislike it. I'm not saying you can. I just say I dislike it. I respect it. I didn't say that. I like
okay,
it.
I was just saying. So what is your stance?
Do you
like it?
I'm neutral on it because I understand. I understand the value of the what it could have been, right? The battle and all that. Yes, I feel like I missed out on something, right? That FOMO is there. But that don't mean I don't appreciate what that man did and how much courage it took to do it and how it, like, to me, reshaped and gave some kids who may not be in this game for all the right reasons an opportunity to say, well, maybe I don't have to go through and be toxic. Maybe there's a place for hip hop that allows for me to be more than just this whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's this version of a rapper that has to be ready to take any insult and go straight to, you know what I'm saying? It's the same guy who sat down with Lil Pump, who dissed him and had a heart-to-heart with Lil Pump.
Completely different situation.
Oh, now it's completely different. It's the same man.
It kind of is.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's the same. It's the same man.
Same man. Completely different situation.
But what I'm talking about is not necessarily the situation. I'm talking about the kind of person that we're dealing with.
Sure.
I'm not saying that those situations are reflective of each other. No. What I'm saying is don't expect mustard to come out of a ketchup bottle. It's going to be, you know what I'm saying, ketchup every single time. And I think that we got into this mindset because he's rapping a lot more now that he's ready for smoke and he wants to do that. I'm like, no, he's still J. Cole. He's still just our fault for expecting something from him that's not J. Cole.
What you got, bro? What's your thoughts on this?
Go ahead.
Because
okay.
That's my perception.
I understand what you're saying.
Thank you.
Okay. Because I'm an R&B girly, so I really don't have that much to say about rap like that. But from that part of, like, you know, being in the fields, it's nice to see him take accountability, right? However, I do feel a little embarrassed as a J. Cole fan because why would you do that?
Big embarrassed as a J. Cole.
I don't understand. Like, Why? First of all, you're calling yourself one of the greatest, right?
Yep.
If you're going to be a champion, you have to defend your belt.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on?
Yeah.
And then if you wanted to delete it, make it a marketing gimmick. Delete it. Don't even say anything. And then when the people question you about it, okay, then you can address it. But like, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense.
I can respect that.
And then he's saying he got the peer pressure. You're a grown man. You're letting the peer pressure get to you at this point? You're a grown man. I don't understand. You couldn't reflect before you decided to go into this booth and start writing?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
That's fair.
I don't get it. I think he apologized because he thought it was a little weak. His little diss.
That's fair.
It wasn't,
That's fair.
Giving what it needed to give.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could have been better. I don't think he should have.
That's fair.
Apologized right now, like in the heat of the moment. Like, at least give it a little time. Like,
I can hear you on that.
All right. So.
Yes, go ahead. Like, because I know you've been wanting to say.
This shit been eating me up all week. So that's why I'm mad as hell it happened right after we fucking had the,
I was like, of course, the day after.
The day after.
Yeah.
Day after on the late night vibes too. I'm getting up to go get my shit in on Monday. I'm looking on the timeline. I'm like, oh God, what the fuck is he doing?
Yes.
What the fuck is he doing?
Heal, man.
Say it again, Dwight.
Heal, man.
And I tried not to go back and listen to, because after that, I listened to Might Delete Later again.
Okay.
And the diss again, just to say, all right, cool. Let me not let what I just heard interrupt like my trying to be objective and listening to it again. Because I know what I came on here and said about it before.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you let shit, songs, projects, whatever, sit with you for a little bit longer, that's why I told you it's too soon to really put that project in. What you said, it was better than.
Nah, it was one of the.
No, you said that shit was better than
the
off season. We compared it to the off season. You said it was better than off season.
Yeah, to me. But I was talking about.
And I told you it's too early to be putting that right. I told you it's too early to be putting it up there. You said it was one of your favorite cold joints.
Yeah, it was.
It's too
still
early.
Is actually.
I listened to it again.
Okay.
I listened to it again. Not saying it's not good, but I think, and this is my accountability.
Yeah.
I came on here, I was a little bit gassed up, I think.
Yeah.
Just because of the energy and the, everything that was going on. I'm like, okay, like niggas is rapping now. It sound like, and the project is still good, but even when I got to the diss, I remember specifically speaking about the diss, I said, I liked how it was playful in the beginning, and then it changed it to some, other shit.
The conductor,
And to me, coming from my era, and this is a lot of, a lot of the 90s, early 2000s, when beef was beef. And when you want to talk about all that toxic shit, real toxic, like niggas might die when I see you. I'm not like, it's up, like that type of vibe. That's the beef I'm used to. I'm talking about Jay and Nas, that whole shit with them back and forth. Freaking Locks and 50 Cents, like that kind of shit back and forth. The state property versus Rockefeller, like all that shit. It was like, and I was young at that point, going through, my own coming of age. The man, like, oh, this shit is fire. Great rappers with real issues with people for whatever reason, and they duking it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my standard. I do understand that this whole society we live in now is a little bit more, friendly. Everybody's piecing up and all the other shit. So even the diss before, I'm saying, all right, cool. I like how he didn't try to go at him, too heavy. But let him know I could rap, all this other shit. I changed my mind about that shit, man. If I'm just being honest.
Oh, no.
And I think it stands to where he was at within his own heart. And I'm gonna just throw it out there. Like, if you feel like you was not ready for that, you didn't want to do that, I'm never gonna fault you as a man for stepping out of it and saying, like, all right. This ain't me. Like, dough, let me out. Like that kind of shit. Like, I bet. Get out the car if you need to.
Yeah.
Like, because if this ain't where you trying to go with it, then
where you going?
I respect that.
Right.
If it wasn't sitting right with your spirit, I'm never gonna go against a man saying like, yo, this is me. You know what I'm saying? But for me, and I'm not the only person, it feels like this has been out there all work. This now changes the whole lens of what I look at J. Cole as.
Interesting.
So now how do you look at J. Cole?
I don't even know, if I'm just being honest, because this shit fucking with me so
you in a
much.
Limbo
because I'm a fan,
right?
And we spoke about since 2019, he been coming out here rapidy rap. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that and then not be willing to
defend it. Yeah, and compete.
And while you're saying all the toxic energy and all that shit, there's nothing toxic about competition in its truest form. When it get to people dying, when it get to people like that, then yes, that's when things will go a little bit out of bounds. But the sport of hip hop, it does have a healthy level of toxicity. And this is coming from a person who, I'm an athlete. I know what it's like to say, I'm better than you, and now I'm going to go out here and fucking prove it.
Right.
It don't mean I hate you as a person. It don't mean that if I see you outside of here, we about to fight and all that shit. I'm just used to, it's like literally iron sharpens iron, and you ain't got to hate Kendrick. But at the end of the day, I guarantee Kendrick don't give a fuck about his relationship with you more so than what his purpose is of saying, like, fuck the big three, nigga, it's just Big Me.
Right.
Like, he got a prior relationship, he got a prior report call. All that shit is cement, is like documented from a long time. So we know they don't really hate each other. So that's when the whole toxic shit to me is like, this ain't really that. You know what I'm saying? Just because the toxic level of it is not going to go to where either one of them is really about to have real harm done to them or something like that. It's going to stay on record. Even Drake and Kendrick, I don't believe they about to meet up in the streets and all the other shit. And I believe they should get all their teams in check so they don't go to that point.
Yeah.
We that far long enough in hip hop to where you as the top dog, you the breadwinner, you the earner for your whole team and all that shit. Keep them niggas in line and say, yo, this is on wax and this is on record and that's that.
Mac Main was coming at Punch on Twitter today.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I didn't expect that. I said, dang, Mac Man, where you coming from?
But go ahead.
This is true. This is true. But at the end of the day, I don't believe that it's going to turn to that level. Off of what we heard so far.
I pray it don't.
Yeah. I don't think it will.
Sport.
I mean, yeah.
And again, if you're going back out of it because you're not about that, cool. But then you cannot be running around here saying that I am the best.
Yeah.
You love LeBron. So I'm going to put it in a lens that you can relate to.
Come on. Talk to me.
If LeBron is out here saying, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, and then he goes into a game, dominates the game, and after the game says, I feel bad about how hard I went on the person I was playing against.
Well,
I'm sorry. This doesn't sit right with my spirit. I'm not this is not who I am as a man. This is not who I am as to me, what the fuck are you doing it for if that's the case? Especially if you verbalize, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm Muhammad Ali, I'm knocking niggas out. If anybody, if it hits you, you know that I diss you because I'm like this. Like, he's been saying this for years now. And you don't strike me, J. Cole, you don't strike me as a person who is not a hip-hop historian. You got in this game. You know what this game has been about. You've been in this game for over a decade now. So you do understand that there is a healthy level of competition in hip-hop. And when you start leaning into, I'm the top dog at this shit, you're going to have to prove that against somebody at some point. All the greats have had to at some point. People who ain't as great have had to at some point just because it's like, I'm trying to make a name for myself in this shit. And sometimes it is some real street shit or some shit that's going on in the background. Sure. This shit didn't start as that, and I don't really think it's going to go there. There's too much money at stake for people to be making those kind of mistakes at the top of it. And again, keep your teams in check.
I'm not sure he was done. I was just going to give you the floor.
I don't know what to say. To me, it is very fucking disappointing because I looked at you as something else. And now I can't look at you at that on the way forward.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can listen to your next album the same, especially if you come back talking about all that I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best shit. Because you tucked your tail when it was time to actually go against somebody that you could really make your mark and say, yo, I'm it's me and you now. And first and foremost, the shit that's even whacker about the shit is the shit wasn't even really about you to begin with. You inserted yourself in some shit to say that, yo, now I'm gonna jump in this shit just because he mentioned my name. Oh, he mentioned my name. I'm gonna take time to write a diss song about you when the shit was really not about you. Because the main event is Kendrick versus Cole.
That's fair.
The main event is Kendrick versus Cole.
That's fair.
I don't understand how you can insert yourself into some shit to prove a point and then literally 48 hours later backtrack and say, oh nah, this shit don't feel right. I'm a bow out. I love Kendrick Lamar, y'all. At your show, that shit looks so crazy to me.
I'm gonna break it down to you in a way I think that you understand it too. And I think the references of basketball is perfect because I think we can speak to basketball in different ways, right? Kendrick saying he's the best is speaking to him playing in the NBA. And what beef is in hip hop is literally going to Rucker Park. It's literally going to the streets. You're not playing by the same rules. It's not the same style of basketball you're playing there. You're playing street ball. And in street ball, certain things are allowed. You're doing things to get the crowd involved. You may throw the ball off somebody's head. You're not doing that in the league, right? So what he did is he threw the ball off someone's head and he said to himself, I feel bad for doing that. That's not my game. That's not how I play the game of basketball. I play a different style of basketball than the cats that's playing this game right here. So instead of me coming out to Rucker and doing all the stuff that y'all doing, I'm going to bow out gracefully. You can understand being in different types of lane. Oh, yeah, hold up. We're going to share that. Different types of lanes.
Because I'm hot now, so I got
different types of lanes in the sport.
I got to ice myself down.
Yes. He plays basketball. Yes. You say there's a healthy level of toxicity. There's an unhealthy level of toxicity in hip hop. From Sexy Red on. Let's be real.
Sure, but it ain't going there with this.
What I'm saying is when you try to draw the line, it's literally like, to me at least, and we talked about it in another episode, EFS family, make sure you go ahead and check out these other episodes so you get more context in the conversation. Another episode, I talked about how hip hop is no longer based in the United States anymore. It is a global thing, right? Chicken noodle soup went from
the apology heard around the world. That's why.
It's not why. It's not why.
It's heard around the world.
You heard the chicken noodle soup version, and then you heard the Korean version of chicken noodle soup that went, super viral and went crazy. What I'm trying to say is the rules is like literally being a hood nigga, right? You can be from the hood and not be a hood nigga.
Of course.
And that's what hip hop is. Hip hop is from the hood, but hip hop is no longer a hood nigga, and probably never was. It was in the hood, so it had to do things.
I gotta interject on that.
Hold on. Let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
What I'm saying is like you literally started from the streets, from the bottom, and you got to a certain point where you're global now. A lot more people are involved in this conversation. And for me, when I'm looking at this situation, I'm like, we got a bunch of millionaires yelling at each other and insulting each other while white people dancing to Cowboy Carter. Why are we focused on this? And when a man stands up and says, I don't want to be a part of this toxic shit, we don't condone it, we don't support him, we just like, oh nigga, that's trash. No,
I support
him. We support him.
Can't do both at the same time.
I can't do both at the same time.
Y'all tripping.
I can't do both at the same time.
But it's like what he said. You can't say you're the greatest.
You're saying
and then
you can't say you're the greatest. Why not?
No, you can't.
Why
because you didn't stand up and compete and stand on it.
He's the greatest at being what he is.
But that doesn't matter when you're going up against the rest of the field, which you verbally came out and said, I am the best of all you niggas at doing this shit.
And two things can be true in your respect, two things can be true in mine. You can be the greatest in hip-hop and not be toxic. That's what I'm trying to tell you what J. Cole is doing. He's changing the rules of the game right in front of your face, and y'all too blind and too stuck in the past to actually appreciate and realize it. You can let go and heal from the trauma of Biggie and Tupac dying, PNB Rock. How many motherfuckers got died from this toxic shit until we let go of it and say, wake the fuck up and say, hold up. I don't want to be a part of this bad shit anymore. I want to heal.
If it's going that far, then yes, cool. Like, I respect motherfuckers piecing it up. It's not been the first time in hip hop we've seen people piece it up after shit either went too far or they looked at the shit and say,
he's doing it before it goes too far.
And that's crazy to me because you ain't even let the shit really resonate with nobody before you went and apologized.
Just started,
which let me know you was not ready to do that shit from the jump.
Have you ever made a mistake and said, man, I shouldn't have did that and immediately changed your decision?
Yeah, you're right. But I'm also going to accept when people start kicking my back in for how I look in front of public when I do some shit that go against every like core or fabric of the sport that I'm playing.
So what you're saying, Jordan ain't missed no shots?
Sure, Jordan missed shots.
He's still the greatest,
but
though.
Jordan ever go to anybody and say, I'm sorry about how I dropped 60 on you? No. Because Jordan's MO was, I'm going to prove that I'm better than all you. J. Cole can't come out and say, I'm going to prove that I'm better than all you. And then when it comes to one element of the game where you really have to prove that you're better than someone, and all the best MCs throughout hip-hop history, well, and then maybe not all, but I would say a large percentage of them have been battle-tested in some way. It's just how the shit goes.
Yes.
And again, going back to the athlete, because we could just keep it right there, if you go on the court with someone and you exhibit some level of weakness, you are going to lose to your competitor. You're the person you are competing against. You're going to lose.
But even framing it as weakness, it takes strength to do what he did. It's not
sure,
a weak
it takes
thing.
strength to do what he did, but it's a weakness when it comes to competition because you're literally saying, I don't want to compete with you. So you win. When you say, I'm going to stick my chin out, take whatever shot you need to take at me, and I'm just going to eat it. That is a loss. That is a forfeit of competition.
It's strength.
That is a forfeit. It is strength in the sense to say, like, yes, you have to be strong enough to deal with whatever emotions you're going to have about the shot that he might take back at you. But you are literally forfeiting the competition to say, I'm not better than you at this, so I'm going to step off.
That's a framing that you're doing because you're only putting it in the framing of a competition. Right? When we had to compete for our civil rights, if we had to compete for our civil rights, and Martin Luther King had to go out there and get sprayed with hoses, he didn't hit back. Now it's always changing the concept.
That's different,
I'm giving you framing. I'm giving you a framing because what you're saying is you're choosing to accept that the only way to look at this as is the person is weak if they don't choose to compete. Nonviolent. Yes. If you're saying the only way to get to the point that you're the greatest is by going and fighting, then to me, we are on two different sides of hip hop. Obviously, you don't listen to Lecrae, Alex Jean. Obviously, you don't listen to Wande. You don't listen to Christian. So who's the greatest Christian hip hop rapper? Do they have to compete in order to prove that or not?
But that's a different sector.
No, it's not.
It's a different realm in a way.
And I think what we're saying, we have subgenres of hip hop. There's mumble rap. There's trap rap.
But what I'm saying is you're the greatest. You can still be the greatest then. Because you're not, you're
in the entirety of hip hop. You're saying
no, I don't know. Because what is the greatest then? When do you get to the greatest? Are you only going to be the greatest?
You love the
person?
go conversation though.
This is what I'm fighting for right now. That's why I'm passionate about it. Because we're now having to be forced to enter into a conversation of what does it mean to be the greatest? What does it mean?
In hip hop, it does require some. It ain't cold. It ain't cold. I'm sorry.
In the subgenre of hip hop, that's only for one thing.
But you also got to factor in that there are levels to like success, notoriety, and like acclaim in hip hop.
I agree with that.
We're not talking about Joe Schmo who's like just getting on and saying, "Yo, I'm the best rapper. I'm the best rapper. I'm the best rapper," et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right. You have a track record, you have a discography, you have a career, you have longevity, you have impact.
All of that.
And you have everything collectively for people to really start looking at you, your peers, the fans, the whole industry to say, okay, you are the big three, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We can agree on that, right? So once you get to that level of rap, you understand what is at stake, especially when you start coming out and saying, I'm better than you. I'm better than all you niggas, which only the people who are in that level of success, notoriety, and fame really have a claim to stake to say, hey, I might be the number one at this shit right now, for my era at least.
Right.
Because we're not comparing fucking
everybody
Jay-Z to Kendrick. Like, it's all waves, it's all eras, it's all like, you got maybe a 20-year run to do this shit to say, like, I am that guy.
Right.
15 to 20, a lot less for some people.
Yeah.
If you got that long enough of a longevity, then you really got a chance to, right.
Yeah.
So you enter in a different conversation and say, listen, this is a thing for me now. I can pack my bags, and when I'm done with this shit, say, yo, like, this man had a really great run. And it's not to take away any of his ability. It's not to take any of the impact that he's had thus far. But when you are in that conversation, there's only really maybe one or two other people.
Yes.
The big three we talking about, right?
Yeah.
And y'all been taking shots at each other for over 5, 6, 7 years subliminally the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
So the one with the quote unquote best rapping ability of all these people, who has came out himself and said, I am the self-proclaimed, I'm the best. Can't nobody fuck with me at this shit. I can't. Knowing that competition is a vital part of hip hop. Since the inception of it, the shit went back to the, like, DJs. Who's the best DJ? Who's the best breakdancer? Who's the best? Like, it is just part of the fabric of the sport.
I know.
So again, J. Cole does not strike me as a person who's not a historian of the game. So when you understand all that and then you start making claims like this, you better check yourself before you start, like, saying things that you might have to walk back later. It looks very And again, if you got to do what you got to do, you got to bow out. I'm not taking anything away from that man. I will still listen to his songs. I'm not saying that. It's going to put a different lens on it when I start hearing him say, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. Because it's just going to remind me of the time it's like, damn, you had a chance to prove you was best. And you tapped out and told the nigga he could knock you out and you just going to stay there. Like,
no, he said he takes his chin out. He didn't say he's going to knock him out.
I guarantee you, if he stick his chin out and Kendrick got a chance to punch it, he going to knock his ass out.
I don't know if Kendrick's going to punch.
He would be.
Oh, you don't think so?
I don't think he needs to at this point.
I mean,
why would you hit someone that's already in a position where they're like,
out of respect,
I'm good.
He probably not going to.
Took the song
if
down
he chose to, if he chose to, I'm knocking you the fuck out still. If I'm just the crazy person that's like, I bet you apologize. I don't give a fuck now. You already put yourself out there, and now you don't have the. And the thing about the community and the mental health, we do not have the control over how people react off of some shit that we already did.
Yes. Yeah.
So now if Kendrick want to say, I don't give a fuck, you said my name on a song, I'm knocking you the fuck out now, not take that.
Then I would say,
and I would say Kendrick Kendrick got a little bit more than him than J. Cole did.
I think Kendrick would be a little bit of a hypocrite.
The nigga's a little crazy.
He be preaching and all that too on his tracks and the albums too.
No doubt. But he also said,
I don't know if he's gonna be able to me, because if you listen to what he did right on the stage, I didn't hear nobody boo. Ain't nobody boo Cole for that on the stage.
I'm just saying, they're at a festival, they better not boo the man.
That's what I'm saying. You heard him say, nah.
That's what I'm saying. Love Yours is one of my favorite tracks by J. Cole, right? Love Yours. Listen, if y'all disagree, I'm okay with it. I'm not. Listen, these are millionaires. These are millionaires making songs.
Nah, Cole.
At some point, we got to take a moment and go, why is this affecting me so much emotionally to where I am getting upset by someone not doing a song or deleting a song? Let's look inward. Let's look at inward. I think he gave us an opportunity
shit online
to do that,
and say he did more than let Nas down.
Oh.
Again, that's where it's like we don't even, because I feel like that's why my biggest issue with
you let
the
us
internet,
all down, bro.
I'm in a content space now. I'm able to speak, and I'm like, you didn't let me down, J. Cole. If anything, I am so proud of you for standing up
for you.
to the entire world.
That's
and
great.
The pressures.
You got
and if you are in line, if your spirit is in line now, and you getting good rest, and you at peace.
Yeah, sure. Good for you.
God will bless you beyond measure. Prosperity and love towards you, brother.
Step the fuck off, Cole, because now it's time to talk about the real shit.
Right,
well,
you get out of there. When the follow drop, I'm going to give it a listen.
Okay, Joe Budden.
But step the fuck off, because now it's real shit time. Because now Drake is responding. And now it's
again, we had an opportunity, and we went right to the...
No doubt. I like a little healthy toxic in my hip hop. I'm just being honest.
What's healthy toxic? That's a moxymoron.
Ain't nobody dying. Ain't nobody children's family and et cetera getting getting disrespected.
Rat poison. Let me get a little bit of that rat poison. You got a little bit of that.
Rat poison.
That's what he's saying.
Healthy rat poison.
It's toxic.
Healthy toxic.
There's healthy toxic, bro.
If you ever see toxic waste,
there's healthy toxic.
If you ever see toxic waste, EFS family, do not take a little drop of it, a little drizzle of it. Just let it go. Don't get none of it.
It's healthy toxic, bro. If ain't nobody dying, if ain't nobody, again, children's families and et cetera,
in the lexicon of music, where is there healthy toxicness?
Keeping it on record to say, I'm better than you, is fine. Because again, I relate everything to sports. Because if I'm going out and this is my rival team, and I really don't got no love or respect for you as a person, not even person, as an athlete and as a person and a part of another team that I don't fucking fuck with, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to compete my hardest to try to make sure that you walk away with the fucking L.
Yes.
I'm not going to go out of the arena and try to jump your family. I'm not going to go out of the arena and try to like say some whack shit about you in the media that's like personal or all that other shit. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it within the lines of what this is. So if we keeping it on record, on wax and all the other shit, then it's literally just hip hop.
I mean,
you got to make sure you protect yourself from anything that can get leaked and all that shit with the information and cams to make sure that your record is clean enough. Because at the end of the day, if you got dirty laundry, it's probably going to get aired out in the sport of hip hop. And that's just how the shit has always gone.
I know,
which is where the shit gets personal and this is that whenever. And this is rap, man.
There's a door.
This is rap. This is me versus you. And again, walk out. I've literally said overseas to my teammates, if you don't want to play this game, don't fucking get dressed.
I hear you.
Don't get dressed. We going out here to win. It's part of the sport. It's part of being, it's not athletic, but it's the same kind of like mentality and bravado. Like it's
There it
just
is, bravado, right?
dominant, and nothing's wrong with staking your claim as long as it's within the lines of what should be acceptable.
Yeah.
What is that? When do we determine that? How do we determine what is acceptable? I don't know if there's a line.
The track record.
I don't
The
see
history.
because we known how things. I can name them off. King Von, right? Top Off.
I mean, take
Off.
off.
Excuse me. Take a top
Not
off.
top off.
Top off.
Bean dip.
Different situation with
Bean
take
dip.
off. Different situation. That wasn't rap. Take off situation was not rap, and I
I'm
can't
just-
let you bring that in. He was
No,
playing.
I'm
He
just
was
saying
playing
of all the
He
aspects.
was gambling with hood niggas, and then shit went left.
All I'm saying is
Like-
all the aspects of the toxic energy that is imbued in hip hop that we just allow to be there, and we don't ever take any accountability of that. We're on the forefront. The entire world is looking at us as grown men, and we're insulting each other like Desperate Housewives or something.
That's part of the game.
And it doesn't have to be. Is all I'm saying.
Yes, it
I'm
does. When
offering-
you talk about who's the best.
I'm offering an opportunity to open our minds. EFS family, you can get out. Blink twice if you want to be free. If you take the red pill. Like, I'm just saying, like, you can leave this mindset. And I know we're going to talk about it. I'm a news anchor, but I'm also a content creator as now I'm on this podcast. And I'm just saying, I allow for the belief that there is a place in hip hop where we can be safe, an oasis away from all the toxicity. Come, run away with me, Remy.
This is rap, man.
This is rap. Nah,
Yeah.
it's rap.
This is rap.
All right, I'll take that hat
This
off
is
then.
rap.
I'll take that. Come on.
This is rap.
Hey, yo, man.
And on the subject of
These
rap,
niggas on some weak shit, on some real shit.
who?
He just took off his
Whomever is not dissing.
hat.
Like, you know what I mean?
When it come to dissing, it just got to be that.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of niggas dissing right now.
It's
Which
a
again,
lot.
I'm here for. We
I'm-
got the Drake this out.
I'm here
Drake
for
this
it.
is out. Because this is what everybody been waiting for weeks now.
Right.
For weeks now.
Before we
So
get to
now
the Drake diss,
you can't.
I want to talk about we just still don't trust you because that dropped.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could talk about it real quick.
Because Cole's on it.
Right.
Weak shit to me too.
I was
if we
about to say,
just
yeah,
being
what do you think
honest.
about that?
But
Like-
he even said on there, I'm not no thug. I'm just a guy who likes to get
He
at
did.
girls and talk trash. Like, that's really what he
No
said.
doubt, for sure.
Mhm.
For sure.
I'm just saying.
I don't know what J. Cole is doing. I
He's
don't
confused
know
all
what
around.
he's doing. I'm very confused. I'm giving it time to play out.
I
Right now, I
appreciate
know
that.
how I feel, and I know that this is rap. And if you ain't about that shit, don't be talking about you the best.
Okay.
The We Don't Trust You shit,
All right.
volume 2. Well, if we still
Yeah.
don't trust you,
Yeah.
excuse me.
We still don't trust you, yeah.
It's an R&B album.
Oh,
It's a future R&B album.
yeah.
It ain't as much as what people thought it was. It surprised me because I didn't think it was like that. But I know Future got other projects where he's just on some singing shit.
Yep.
Mhm.
It was that. It's for the girls.
Oh,
for the
for
girls.
girls.
A little
For the
disappointed for
ladies.
me because I was expecting something else. It's for the
Right.
girls. I like a couple cuts on there. The this Sunday joint is kind of fire on there. The joint with J. Cole is kind of cool. It's long.
Yeah.
I honestly could have done without the J. Cole verse because the song's 7 minutes.
Man, you got some
Yeah.
gripes with J. Cole right
I
now.
mean, yeah,
I mean, I
it's too
liked it.
soon.
It was what
It's
it
too
was.
soon for me.
It almost felt like classic J.
Heal,
Cole,
man.
whatever.
Heal, man.
Like,
Forgive.
it's too
Forgiveness is
soon.
a beautiful thing, man.
But cool little project.
But what about ASAP? His
Oh.
verse on
Yeah,
there.
yeah. He was talking greasy towards Drake.
Ain't nobody checking for ASAP right
I was
now.
about to say, but it was. It was.
Ain't
He
nobody checking
basically
for
said
ASAP.
he slept with his baby mama before him.
That's what's rumored. And I believe it.
Yeah.
If it's just going, I believe it.
Is that like I don't like are we supposed to be affected by it? Like that's why I was confused with that diss. Like I was
Yeah.
like, okay, and
Yeah. It was very confusing.
I don't know if that's a diss, so
Right.
to speak. It's
Yeah.
I mean, it is a diss
how?
because
Because he's calling him out. He's addressing him.
fucked
So
your girl,
right? Yeah.
or
Before
whatever.
I was with her, like I was like, not
It's still a chink in the armor, though.
I
It's
It
still
is.
a chink in the armor,
I
especially
guess.
when you fuck my girl.
Oh, well.
Ooh, allegedly. I don't know if that
Right.
true.
Let's
It's a
put it
thing.
allegedly out
Rihanna
there,
and
okay?
I
Drake.
mean,
Come on, we
I-
really think Rihanna and Drake didn't fuck?
Work,
Oh, well, I
seen it so.
work.
I personally think
Work,
so.
work,
Right.
work, work,
Yeah,
work.
the way that
Right.
man was pining for her on that VMA
Exactly.
stage, you tell
Exactly. And now I
He
got
was
her.
weird on that stage.
now
but-
that
I
gave
gotta-
her the ick, and that was it for her. She
Yeah,
said, "Peace
she
out."
ducked it. Like, I'm good on that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like,
I thought this was just supposed to be a physical thing.
right. And ever since then, he been
He been salty.
Salty.
Yes.
The
Very
salty
much
nigga
so.
who got turned down, and
Very
now
much.
I got her. You mad, and you taking shots at my girl, my now
Facts. So
baby
he had
mom.
to address it. He had to address
Well,
it.
now my baby mom, like whether
Yeah.
or not, like if I like the verse or not, like I do that. Rihanna was like, "Yo, go."
Yeah. She definitely gave a stamp of approval.
Remember all
Go
that
ahead
shit
and
he
do
said?
Before he
Yeah,
said that.
yeah.
Before he said
Remember
that.
all that shit he said? Go ahead, go ahead, take care of that
Can I
for me.
tell him? Can I say this
Yeah.
in the rap?
I
And
would
you
have
know
loved
she
if
said, go
Rihanna
ahead.
was on it. If I'm just being honest,
You
I
said
would
what?
have loved if Rihanna was
Oh,
on it.
yeah.
Yeah, Rihanna don't be putting out music no more. It's just sad.
The girl said
She's
no.
too busy
She's
making panties,
okay.
bras, and
her makeup empire.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm a billionaire.
Sad, man.
Like,
She
was
I'm
one
a
of the
billionaire.
ones,
Don't need
wasn't
this
she?
rap shit.
She went
I
on a
miss
good
music
long
shit.
run. She said, I gave y'all what y'all wanted, and now it's my time.
And I'm about to go on a billionaire run with all the
Yeah.
shit I'm doing.
I ain't
Yeah.
mad at her.
So
I'm not
cool,
mad,
Said, but she
I miss her.
she do pick and choose when she want to make music. I think
Right.
Future, she got a prior rapport with Future. They got records already from like in the
Mhm.
past. I think
Mhm.
Future could have been like, yo, but she probably turned it down, which is probably why she sent ASAP.
Yeah.
And you heard me say I should have been on the first one, whatever. Like, nah, bro. Like, ain't nobody really.
Shout
checking
out
for
to
you.
these bosses, wife.
Ain't nobody checking for you.
Mhm.
Especially when I'm gonna hold that down because
Yeah.
I'm
But
a,
no,
I'm
I
a
was
censor myself. I was about to say something.
Say
but-
something crazy, yeah.
Yeah, nah.
But no, I think the Weeknd had a little track on there too.
Yeah.
No
which
doubt.
is-
And we know the Weeknd and Drake had some smoke from before too.
yeah.
What's
You
the
got
smoke
leaks in your
about, though? Like, why
operation.
are they beefing? Does anybody know?
I don't know. I think
We
it's just
don't
the-
really know. No.
Right.
This is my speculation because a lot of the stories I heard when people got signed initially to OVO, like Drake was basically taking their best songs
Uh-huh.
and then using them for his project.
For himself.
Right. So if you had a good song, he's like, all right, I want that, I want that, I want that. And then that's how basically his level of fame got up.
Yeah, but like it put a
And-
lot of people on, I feel.
True, but
OVO or
it would
XO?
have been
Oh.
it would have
Because
been
XO was technically the Weeknd shit,
Right,
and
right,
OVO
right,
was
right,
Drake
right.
shit.
Yeah.
And it was OVO XO for a while when it was,
working
this
together.
was back
Yeah.
when Crew Love and Weeknd was just
Yeah.
coming out hot, and Drake kind of leaned into him.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know.
Mhm.
But again, that's speculation. I don't
Right,
have
right,
anything
right.
further than that.
Of course, yeah.
I'll keep my ears to the streets and see what happens.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
but
craziness,
he has some
crazy.
shots for him. He has some raps. Well, not raps. He's a singer.
Right, he's
technically.
singing.
But
Yeah,
he has some shit to say.
Some lines for him. Yeah,
The shooters making TikToks, like that was funny. That
was
was
good.
funny.
it was good.
That was funny.
It was good banter.
But in general, that shit wasn't as much of a. I think that one comes and goes.
Salacious.
I think it comes and goes. Cool little project. And
Yeah.
in all honesty, it just showed the level of more people not fucking with Drake.
So
Yeah.
we're up to like 15 now.
It could be 15, but
Literally.
this is why I told you people tired of him. I said this pause ago.
Yeah.
People tired of Drake.
But is Drake ready
And
to
it's some
let go of the reins here?
Clearly not.
Nah, he
If-
not. Because he's shouting back out now.
I was just about to say, after he put out this, clearly not.
Here we go.
The AI diss initially that came out to be a real diss song. It's still not on the streaming platforms because I ain't seen this shit. But
No.
I
Yeah.
gotta listen to the CDQ on the fucking link on X or fucking YouTube and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put the other hat on. I want me to take the
Take off your
Positives and
'cause
the instrumental. Okay.
Untie the collar, bro. Because now
I can talk. Yep. But here's the thing, right?
But don't
Drake-
don't be a hypocrite to yourself.
No,
'cause-
not at all.
all right.
Drake, he's in a position where he's on top of the hill shooting down at everybody's trying to come up at the top of the hill, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm looking at Drake and his position makes the most money, and Billboard charts, all that stuff that we say doesn't matter until we talked about the GOAT debate, and now we have to add it all up and then divide by 3 and how many baby moms they got and kids. For some reason how that gets involved. But now he's shooting back at everybody, and he's kind of hitting. He's kind of hitting them, and he's not hitting them hard.
Right.
He's shooting a 22, but it's not something they don't like the way it feels
Mm-hmm.
at all. And I think how they maneuver now, obviously we have one person who instantly replied. He was ready.
Yeah,
I don't know if he primed that or was ready, but he instantly replied.
that
But
shit was on the way.
it was
already.
like it was
or he
the,
had it in the talk.
in the
Yeah.
tuck, right. But the diss from Drake, if like that was, I think I would say an A+.
Mm-hmm.
This was a straight A. This was
okay.
an A.
Strong praise.
It's an A. It's an A.
Strong
Because
praise.
what he had to do and how he had to maneuver, reference other lines, attack multiple people at one
At
time.
one time.
It was the mastery of everything he did. and doing it in a climate where everyone's looking at J. Cole, everyone's looking like seeing him on the new album. It was like a lot was happening, and he still fired off a shot that to me was precise and it hit the target, and it was hot enough to where you didn't think that he was like not strong enough to be in this fight. You understood, okay, he actually is going to be what you described earlier as someone who's trying to take that title of being, and what's the name? He's coming to Rucker Park and he's playing that full game of basketball, and he's going to throw it off the heezy. He's going to put the ball on his shirt, spin around his back. He's going to do all the tricks that he has to do to get through this game. So he's ready for the street ball. That's what I'm gonna say.
So you liked this?
Yeah. So you liked it then?
Like I said, if we're measuring diss tracks,
it's an A.
It's an A compared to the Like That, which is an A+.
Is it A?
Okay. Yeah. What do you think? I mean, yeah, I can see it.
You like an A? You think that's a strong enough rating for that product? That's like the adequate rating of that.
That's what I felt.
What
if
do
you're
you
measuring
feel?
diss
Do
tracks,
you think it's A? You disagree?
I don't know, man. I'm just getting to the point now where I got to revert back to my roots. Like, I think that shit was cool. I think it was cool.
Okay.
Like, I think it was cool. I got to let the rest of it play out and see where it goes. I think it was cool that he finally responded.
Right.
He off tour. He didn't take too much longer off tour to let you know that this was a priority on his list to get out there and say something about.
Yeah.
That shit really didn't move me like that, though.
Interesting.
So wait, if you had to grade it though, what grade would you give it?
It's a strong B.
Ooh,
A B.
It's a strong
B.
Interesting.
But I mean, I can see why
It's
you
a
would say
strong
that.
B.
But yeah, okay.
I just and I honestly, this shit ain't really getting. It's like the competition where there's more.
Okay.
Like, I feel like he pulling punches as far as what the capability. And I know he's the person that kind of like make the beat that's kind of like a party beat. I don't like that shit. Don't really. I don't know. And this is after the whole J. Cole thing too, which I may be biased. So I'm admitting there may be some level of bias from me. Because after the J. Cole thing, I just listened to a lot of the legends. There's people that are respecting the content space and just out there, and the people who have literally had beefs.
Right.
Like, shouts to Joe Budden. We've already spoke about how I feel about his podcast. I'm a big fan of his career for a long time.
Yeah.
Numerous beefs, and this is a motherfucker who can really, really rap.
Yep.
I went back and listened to the State Property versus the D Block and the Rock and all that shit that was going on back then. I went back and listened to D Block versus 50 Cent, and like, that put me in a different space. Like, these niggas is not really doing that no more.
I was about to say, it's a new
why
day.
They're not doing that no more.
Era.
They're
Why
not
would
doing
they,
that no
though?
more.
Yeah.
And to me, it's not. It didn't give me that feeling.
Right.
It shouldn't give you that
It
feeling.
just dropped last night, and maybe I'll feel different come next week.
Mm-hmm.
Cool song, but I didn't really think, like, I don't even think that shit was better than Like That.
No, it wasn't.
And I'm
better
going
than
to stamp Like That and say what you want. Whoever Like That is going to go down as one of the best hip hop songs this year, hands down, easily, just because of the level of we don't fuck with you on that record.
Yeah.
Like, just the background shit that people know has been brewing for a while, and then to come out and put out a song like that, and the energy on Like That was just different. It's just like,
I can see that.
it's just like that shit make you want to like grab your nuts and like, like that kind of shit. And again, toxic.
Or no Diddy.
It ain't a pause.
Just
I'm
like saying
grabbing
no
my
Diddy
own
now.
nuts. Ain't nobody else grab my nuts. Like, the shit make you want to like it give you a different energy, and just like again, that shit, the way that shit rang off, it was different. Like, this shit is cool, and I've seen it getting a lot of praise on the internet.
It's a good diss song. Bro.
It's a cool diss. It's a cool response, but to me, it's like there's more there if you really try. And maybe they're trying to play the long game.
Well, that's why I'm thinking, he's trying to play the long game.
Maybe
like,
he's trying to
he
play the
knows
long
there's more
game.
he could pull out, but he's just letting y'all know, like,
he said it.
Y'all may want to pipe
maybe
down.
You don't play your best card right out the gate. Like, I get
It's
that,
chess,
but it was
really.
cool.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
It's chess.
it didn't
It is.
really give me.
But he also is fighting more than one person. He's literally like, bah, bah.
Yeah, and I've seen people saying all that, like they trying to jump Drake, that's corny and all that
but
shit.
what did Drake do for all of these
That's
people?
what I'm
to jump
saying.
him?
You're not getting this kind of treatment from people.
Exactly. I
if
wonder
you're that solid, you're
somebody's
not
the common
getting this kind of
denominator.
treatment. It's just a culmination of people like, we don't fuck with your moves.
Yeah.
and now we're calling you out as somebody who's had. It's not like he getting called out by people he did not have prior rapports and relationships with. So how you burning all these bridges?
Ooh.
But at the end of the day,
they're not just doing it for clout. These people got money. These people got Rick Ross ain't got no album coming, for what I understand.
No, not at all. That man been chilling on his farm.
He just put out one with Meek, so I don't think he's rolling out anything sometime soon. It's just literally like, bro, I'm looking at you weird, and I don't fuck with you, so now I'm gonna poke fun at you.
But what is the expectation? What are we trying to get to? What's the outcome we're trying to get? That's what the part of this is getting like crazy. Like all of the diss track comes out, then what? Then he can't say he's the greatest anymore?
Who?
Drake?
I don't think it's a thing like that. You can't deny the statistics of it.
No, but I'm saying what's the outcome we're trying to get?
With you. Like,
all of these disses come out, and then if we get to a certain point at the end of this, right? Mm-hmm. The diss songs go out, everything is all out there. We finally realize that what? Insert answers, please.
That Drake may be a little weird.
Dang, we already know that.
And Drake may be a little weird and he don't move in a way that's solid.
Dang, we already know that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can call it out then if that's the case.
But I'm saying, well, do we need 5 disses from different rappers? And do we need to do this whole thing?
Yeah, because if you the one who's on the top of the hill and you talking about he's shooting down at everybody, he's been shooting down at everybody for no reason for a long time.
I understand that. And
so
I'm not
how
saying
long you expect to be the antagonist and again expect people not to respond in a way? How long you expect for funny business shit to go on behind the scenes that I actually feel a way about Drake and I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet? How long you expect for Drake to go in niggas' girls' DMs and say, hey, you fucking with this nigga for real or what's up over here? And people to just be quiet and not say anything about it. Like if you move like a weirdo, you're gonna get called out at some point. And I'm not saying Drake is or isn't a weirdo. I'm just saying it's funny how a lot of people is kind of saying the same things about him. Future, you sneak, you sneak this in, you pillow talking, you doing all this other shit. He's subliminally, not subliminally. He's talking about. We know who he talk about. And we know what the accusations he's making. Rick Ross, he said there's some shit happened with French Montana about him getting pulled up.
Yes.
Right.
What? Sending the cease and desist?
Like
when? Why?
On a song, which would have been one of the best songs on French album. Don't even know if you heard French album, but that is one of the standout records on there.
Oh.
And Drake added to that record, which he wasn't, makes it a different record.
Okay,
of course.
So
I'm sure French didn't feel the best about that.
Or
but
what?
Here's my thing: you say all this, and then you said earlier you don't think it's gonna go to a place where it's physical. That shit sound like somebody gonna get hurt.
What?
If you do all these things to me, you make me feel this way, you taking money out of my pockets, you doing all this, and I'm not going to pull up on you?
I believe in hip-hop today, once you get to a certain level of stature, and again, judging by the history that we've seen in hip-hop, and this is me giving hip-hop a lot of credit and growth off of the shit that we've seen that happen. The bodies that have dropped, the people that have lost their lives, the people that have suffered real traumatic shit to this hip-hop thing. I believe right now we're in a space there where if you're on a certain level and you graduated past just like scratching and clawing for everything, you talk about French Montana, who's a fucking multimillionaire, the richest African artist in the world. Like you talking about Rick Ross, who we know got money. Like all these people are fucking rich
millionaires.
People. Yeah. Sure, things can happen. And I'm not saying that that's not part of some things that you need to worry about.
Right.
But I think we're dealing with a bunch of people that understand, like, I'm not fucking up my money for, like, some real credit. Will I protect myself if some shit really go down? Yes. But at the end of the day, I'm not going out there in a way that's going to put me in a real jam. If some shit get legal, if some shit get that kind of vibe to where some real actions could be taken that could end my career for real, rather than just somebody ending my career lyrically and all that shit. These people are making way too much fucking money now.
Right.
Hip hop is richer than it's ever fucking been. That comes with a level of responsibility to say, I'm going to protect my business more so than entertain this shit enough to where it's going to be real street shit. We saw what happened the last time Drake and Pusha T got into it.
Oof.
The shit got stopped because it was turning into some real street shit. Because Pusha said, I'm going by the real rules of this hip hop shit, and I'm going to start pulling cars and really knock this nigga out.
Yeah.
I bet we got to stop this shit. It went ice cold after that until Drake started taking more shots. I'm waiting for the Pusha diss, if I'm just being 100% honest.
But what I'm saying
I know he got some shit written, and I hope he fucking drop it.
We're going around in circles. How many disses? How many raps? How many times we're going to get to this point where we got to say something negative about somebody, right? And I'm taking accountability on both ends, on Drake's side, nigga, shut up. Just stop talking about other people.
And that's weird. And that's weird too.
And maybe we'll stop having these back and forths. But then on the same time, like I feel like we are feeding into what I think Drake wants. Drake wants the attention. Yeah. He wants to do this because then now everyone he's the center of attention. Yeah. But if you just turn away from that motherfucker and go, we're not listening to this nigga. It's Tekashi 6ix9ine. Remember when Tekashi 6ix9ine, he was talking all this rah. Tekashi.
We talk about
different.
Him still?
Tekashi burned his own image.
Exactly. What I'm saying is,
I don't even know who that man is.
But once we turned away, it was like the nigga never even existed. We don't even, like I said, you talk about that nigga, who that? But that's what if you really have a problem like that, you gotta excommunicate. You can't continually feed into the train because all it's gonna do is make more disses and back and forth and tabloids, and it's feeding into the machine of what is driving his success. Every time he puts an album out, people will do this, and then they go, okay, my mama said, and they go back and forth.
But again, how long is that formula going to work for you as an artist without people calling you the fuck out for the weird shit?
People calling him out, it's still working. Just letting you know, it's still working.
But it's also working for the other people because whether it has whatever level of monetary effect on Drake, like we know he's the boy, and that like we not questioning that. But when there's morals at play,
let's not go there.
What you mean?
Morals?
Yeah, let's not actually.
Let's not go to morals.
What you mean? When it comes to
because hip hop and morals don't really mix very well.
Right.
Okay, maybe not morals. When there's code, when there's code at play,
all right, we can go there.
Then it's a different story.
Yeah.
You can be the richest rapper and do it, but when you are the richest rapper and you start doing shit to piss off everybody else that's around you, just because I'm the richest rapper and I feel I'm untouchable, then somebody got to start taking chinks and taking shots and putting chinks in your armor. Yeah. Whether it has an effect or not, to me, it's like you bowing out without saying anything is kind of weak on the other people.
But what you're saying is the reason why you don't feel that je ne sais quoi, as they would say, is because we don't believe these niggas are going to go at each other with real vitriol. You talking about the people back in the day, like Beanie Siegel and them, they was actually going to get at niggas. Yeah. It wasn't going to be just on wax because if they saw you, it's Source Awards. It's like,
still
50 Cent. I hear you, but what I'm saying is there's no layer of feeling that this is going to turn into that. And that's what you're missing for it to feel like that. Ooh, it's like,
it's still a sport. I'm old enough to not want to see nobody die, but I do want to see you again. I relate this shit to sports. I want to see freaking the NBA Finals where the Joker is going against the Celtics, and you really go out there and play your ass off. Like, I'm willing to die for this shit, and when this shit is all over, I'm gonna shake your hand and say, "All right, cool. You good now?" Because I proved I'm way fucking better than you.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. I want to see great albums.
Level.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't have to get to the toxic level. And make great albums, because if you don't make great albums, then you're not even entering yourself into that conversation. If you don't make great music, you're not putting yourself in place to even be talked about like that.
Right.
But once you do, you're going to have to get to the point where someone is saying, hey, this guy versus this guy. Remember, this shit is all entertainment.
Yeah,
I was just about to say, like, people are eating this up right now. They're like, hip hop is back. Yeah,
exactly.
So like, it's just all a part of this game.
So play the game or get the fuck out.
Game, I love that.
Play the game and get the fuck out. And if you're the biggest artist, then you play the game the way you want to play it. But don't be mad when people start being like, yo, I don't fuck with that shit, bro.
I agree with that.
And now all the people that's coming out the woodwork to say, I don't fuck with that shit, because that's just the season we in. I said pause ago, I think Drake is going to have a hard time the next few months without people coming out and taking their shots or saying whatever, just because they feel a way about the shit. And it's going on for way too long, and you can shoot back, but that shit was...
What would you grade the Rick Ross distance?
That shit was cool too. But I think he had that in the talk. There's some shit to throw out there. Like, I don't even think he going. Like, I think Rick Ross on some funny shit, calling him white boy. No,
literally,
and all that shit.
It was so messy.
White boy.
So housewife of him.
You know, but that's why I also believe Ross is to the point where he really ain't fucking with Drake like that.
Literally.
I made music with you now.
Yeah.
Now he's calling him
white boy.
White boy.
White
like,
boy.
Now it's like,
he's saying he got his
really
nose
is that allowed in
Say
hip-hop
you stayed
nowadays?
too long at the cookout.
Is that a racial
Well, I mean, Drake
jousting?
did call him racist on his story today.
But is that what like him saying white boy, what does that mean?
It means
Because
Drake, you're not a 100%
black man.
black man
Yeah.
in the sport that's usually dominated by
Black
100% black men.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying, like, is that allowed, or is that past that
I think
level?
It's a little bit of a cheap shot.
Is
a
that
little
past
It's
the
a
level of
cheap shot.
toxicity?
Yeah.
Is that
It's cheap.
past the? How far is that on the?
I mean,
I think it's in bounds.
is it in bounds?
We can't talk Angela Reese and then be mad about that, because
Why is that?
that's like waving the ring in somebody's face, like literally
Is
same
it?
type of shit.
White
Yes.
boy is not the same.
It's in the bounds of competitive sport, going back and forth in hip hop. Like for me, it's not out of the lines of something I can use to try to get in your head as a competitor.
Now, there's many things you could use to, Rick Ross to get back at that.
I
white
mean,
boy.
yes, but I'm saying is in the terms of where we're trying to say we don't want this to turn into violence or anything like that, like questioning a man's blackness, isn't that level of vitriol that goes past what? If somebody called me a white boy, I might punch him in the face in person.
But they
I
can't.
mean, yeah.
They can't do that to you
Why can't they?
because
Sorry.
you're not.
Exactly.
No, but they
But
can.
hypothetically.
They can.
Not.
They can though. Because
They
it's
can't
just like
because you're not.
It's literally
If
like
it's
saying,
not on the table to be played, they can't play it.
just I can call you a giraffe right now. That don't mean you're a giraffe. I'm just saying.
It would be something that,
No.
judging my height and my stature, it'd be something that you can connect with.
No, but I'm
you
saying
as
is-
someone
but-
with two black parents,
I know, but what
for
I'm
someone to
saying is,
say white boy, it would just be fucking delusional.
I know, but what I'm saying is, it's like equivalent of Uncle Tom. You can be called. You can be called that.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
I'm not saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm
Different,
What
though.
Yeah,
is
it's still a
different,
level,
but
yeah.
it's still if I came in here, hi, right? How you doing?
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's up,
I
white
would
boy?
be side eyeing.
Right, exactly. But what I'm trying to say is in the beef, like inbounds play, how far? Because we have history with Drake doing blackface.
This is true. I almost forgot.
Like we have a
Which
layer.
makes the white boy thing stick
I
even
know.
more.
That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
If
say.
you're
It's
just
like
being honest.
how
Yeah.
do we?
That's what I'm saying.
How do we navigate
Call
this?
all that shit to the carpet.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm
call all that shit to the
saying.
carpet.
Yeah.
Don't be the weird person who's kind of in the culture because we've accepted you for so long,
Mhm.
but we've looked at you like this thing kind of weird a little bit. He cool, but he kind
He a
of weird a
little
little
weird.
We
bit.
already knew.
So
he
when
was
it
weird.
started
Yeah.
going
I'm not
to
even surprised
Fallout
with that.
time, when they go to Fallout time and everybody start calling out some shit that they've seen for years and years and years now,
Right?
Mm-hmm.
it's fair game.
Is it?
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Everything is
Okay.
fair.
You ingratiated
love and war.
yourself.
That's what I'm worried about.
You
Everything
ingratiate
is
yourself
fair.
with
I'm worried about that.
whole collection of culture and people, and then you start burning bridges. What do you think is going to happen? They're going
Right.
to start pulling
They're
the
gonna
cards,
come
whatever
after
they
you.
can say.
Yeah.
Whatever they can say. You're a pillow talker, you're a white boy. This is that. Like now
You
it's
got your
all gonna come
BBL
out.
done.
Your nose done. He said he got ab surgery, bro.
I mean, this has been a rumor floating around for a long time.
Didn't Kanye
And
get,
why?
He
didn't
said
Kanye
he
get
had
surgery too?
25%.
I thought Kanye got
yeah.
lipo. So it's like,
I
what's,
heard that too. Yeah.
so what are we
No,
saying?
we're not allowing that.
allowing
We're
what?
not
We not
allowing
allowing
that.
what?
We're not
Allowing
caping for lipo and
No,
man
I'm saying-
surgery.
Okay.
I'm saying-
We're not caping for lipo
Listen,
and
there's a
man
bunch
surgery.
of cats. Steve
Not
Harvey had a
here.
hair transplant. There's a bunch of cats that
There's
be
a difference
faking the
between
funk,
a
man.
hair transplant and I'm
Nah,
getting an
man, I'm
implant
not
to
riding
make
that
my
train.
abs
I'm hopping
look
off.
like I don't have a
It's a
beer
male
belly
BBL.
keg, whatever.
No, it's soft guy era. If women do it, men can do it too. No.
Nah.
No,
I'm not riding.
no.
I'm not riding.
Here's what I'm saying.
I'm not
We're
riding.
taking it into account.
Ram, you dating a guy with a man BBL?
Man, baby,
No.
it's
I'm
okay.
sorry. I'm gonna look at you a
It's
little weird.
okay.
I'm
It's
gonna
a
be
little
like,
funny.
yo,
Liposuction?
what
And
you
I'm
do?
cool
What
with-
about liposuction? You okay with that? Is there a line? Where's the line?
It low key is okay. There low key, yeah. There's levels. If it was lipo,
What about fake dreads?
hell no,
He can't have a man unit.
no, hell no.
Steve
I
Harvey?
don't play with that.
Steve Harvey had it for years. Nobody was complaining.
And this way, it's valuable
Stop
to
it,
have
man.
the female perspective because when all the guys
Stop
start
it,
talking about, well,
man.
the women do it, men do it, but if you're doing shit as a man that lose you respect with the women that you're trying to court and all that shit, then to me that's wildness.
Like the
That's
lipo, I'm okay
craziness.
with.
I'm okay
but
with it.
BBL, where you putting in the abs,
You
and
putting
stuff,
abs
that's
in your
a little
stomach.
much. Go
He
to the
called
gym.
out how much the surgery costs.
Yeah.
That's 40,000.
Yeah.
You think he don't know?
If you got it, it ain't tricking if you
And
got
this
it, they
is
say,
the
right?
fat boy, Rick Ross, who's
Fat
over
boy.
time lost weight gradually to the
Oh,
way
well,
he ain't the
Drake
fat
said
boy no
today
more.
on this story that Rick Ross was using that Monjaro. his little shot.
Yep.
I mean, sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
does he know that?
There's limitations to
Is
this
that a
thing.
response to you calling me
I don't
BBL
know,
man? Like,
yeah, I think so. I mean, that's
so it's
why.
all fair game. I'm not
Yeah.
saying any of it is out of bounds.
I just think that it's
If
going
people
to turn
start
into
getting-
toxic fighting, and someone's going to get hurt.
Hey man,
I mean, I
You
don't think
can't
it's gonna get to that level.
I don't think
You
it's
can
getting
think
there.
all you want. I know how these
Okay.
guys' egos
So
are. They're
I would
fragile.
hope it doesn't get to that level based
Until
off
that
of what we've
niggas
seen,
duke it out.
people we've lost. But yeah, until then, I think it could be a friendly
Duke it out.
competition
It's not
where they
friendly.
go back. Well, it's not
It's
friendly
not
at
friendly
this
no
point.
more.
It's not friendly at this point.
It ain't
But
friendly,
They
but
can
shit.
duke it out just for a little bit.
For our entertainment.
It ain't friendly,
Because
but
I think-
Isaiah
I
Thomas
think-
didn't like Mike Jordan.
Oh,
And Mike
well
Jordan
then.
didn't like Isaiah
Well
Thomas.
then.
Right.
Two of
Yeah.
the GOATs in the game, period.
Yeah,
You don't have to like each other.
yeah.
You don't have to like each
That's
other.
fine.
Mhm.
I'm fine with that.
Mhm.
That's, to me, all the buddy fake shit is what pisses me off. Because if I don't actually fuck with each other, or if you Drake and you don't actually fuck with a person enough to abide
Don't
by
be, like,
code
fake
with people,
Mm-hmm.
Buddy.
then again, play the game however you want to play. But once you start breaking code and people start getting
Yeah.
pissed at you,
Right.
Yeah.
then it's a different story.
I agree. There's
I
unwritten
can't
rules.
ever look at someone who I did wrong in my life and say, "Oh, you fucked up for how mad you are at me over the shit." If I actually did something
yeah.
to where it's like I pissed you off or whatever, I'm gonna own that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whether I burn the bridge and it's just done, or whether we can mend the shit and we move
Move
forward.
forward.
Whether it's not, maybe it's not like we piecing up like here, but
Mhm.
it's like, all right, bro, it ain't no beef. You move how you move, I move how I move.
Right.
Like once you burn the bridge and you do something to make sure that shit either burns down, or whether you didn't even know you burned the bridge or not. Like once you start burning bridges with people, you do not have any kind of entitlement to say you're not allowed to react in this kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I guess. I
I don't.
just feel like
And it's hip hop and it's entertainment. So for me, this shit is all fun and games until somebody
Get
start
hurt.
getting putting hands on
Yeah.
each other. And when it
Right.
get there, it's like, all right, bro, y'all taking a little too far now.
Exactly.
Just remember that we
Exactly.
all got money on the line here, and everybody
Yes.
got businesses and all that other shit. But outside of that, take your shots.
Yeah.
We
I
all
guess- I
compete
guess-
for the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
They
For
all
me,
rich.
and this goes to a bunch of cats that's online, Maul, all these cats that's 42-plus-year-old men yelling and screaming, "I'm throwing all my Dreamville clothes away. I'm not gonna do
I'm
this
not
anymore."
mad at them.
No, I'm heal. I'm begging you to heal from the trauma from all of those years you let these old fucks that made millions off you and dragged you through this years of hip hop, yelling and fighting over songs to make you think that you need that in order to be satiated in some way.
Nah, that's
Heal
not-
from that shit, because
but
at
that's
the
not
end
what
of
he
the
said.
day, these fuckers are making millions. They're gonna go back to their mansions and not give a fuck about you. And while you're yelling and screaming and throwing away clothes you spent your hard-earned money on, you're looking stupid while this motherfucker's still making millions.
But
Sit
that's-
down, heal from the trauma, and just find a different outlet. If you do not like it, walk away from it. That's all you gotta do. You don't gotta go scream into the camera for likes and views and shit. You don't gotta post it on, "I'll never listen to Dreamville again. I don't care. This ain't hip hop. I know hip hop for 50 years. I've
But
been
it's not
listening to hip
hip-hop.
hop." Listen to me. Hip hop does not have to be a monolith. It does not have to be one thing. We are different as black people. There's Barack Obama black. There's what's the Flavor Flav black. There's a bunch of different aspects to our essence into hip hop. Hip hop comes from the streets, yes, but just because you come from the streets does not mean you have to be stuck in the hood mentality. You can grow, you can heal, you can break free from this bullshit while these millionaires yell at each other like Desperate Housewives. You can sit back, maybe listen to Heartstrings, available now on Spotify
Oh
and
my
all
God.
streaming platforms.
Not the plug.
Yeah, your boy Waldo Black.
Not the
Big bro.
plug.
I'm just saying, my shit doesn't got no beef on it. Okay?
Okay.
It's Impossible Burger. That's what it is.
So
Well,
what you gonna
hopefully-
do when somebody come out with the
The diss track against me?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
what's
pray
up?
for him. God is my, that's all I
Allah.
need. All I need is the Lord. He got my back.
Amen.
Ain't no weapon formed against me. Go
Well,
prosper.
you can't come
Amen.
out
You
here
better
saying
preach.
it was
I got the biggest one. He the greatest.
no doubt.
I got the greatest on my side.
Facts.
Okay? We'll talk about
You
me.
gotta
Go talk
speak
about me if you want to. Talk
I'm
about me.
getting an
I know
anointing.
my father.
Okay.
Talk about me if you want to.
But you can't come
Okay.
out saying you the king of R&B
Come on,
either.
Uh,
You can't come out saying you the
I
king
only
of whatever
recognize
music
one
or
king.
genre.
I only recognize
But
one
you
king.
cannot come out saying you the king of whatever music
I only
genre
recognize
you
one
are
king.
claiming
I only
to.
recognize one king.
But you cannot
Listen.
come out and say I'm the
Listen.
king of this genre.
That's all I'm
Or
saying.
not genre, because you're a little bit more genreless or whatever. But you can't come
That's
out
why-
and start saying
another thing
shit
I do.
like,
I'm genre. I try to not to because
I bet.
the categorizing
All I'm
is
saying
a trap.
is
It's a trap.
You can't play the game and then
that's all
want to play the
Beyonce's
game.
trying to say.
That's what
That's all Beyonce is trying to say.
And Queen Bee shoot at bitches too. So what's up?
No, low key.
No, she do.
She
Right.
do. She
get
come
petty.
back. It
She
may be
get
a couple
petty
years
too.
later,
I'm
but she
saying.
gonna address
Petty
it.
too.
She
I'm
gonna
saying
address
she get
it.
petty. She
She
just
get
shoot it.
petty too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's healthy. It's healthy competition.
bro.
I'm not
I'm
letting nobody play with me when it comes to this shit.
I'm not
Like,
saying that either. I'm just. And I hope that there's at least a little bit of levity in this approach that I'm trying to bring to it, because again, like I do get that this is hip hop. And historically,
hip-hop,
you supposed to go at each other like la 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 la. But I just
and
seen,
it ain't even. And
I've seen so much,
and it
bro.
ain't even that. Like
Wrong.
you go at somebody when it's called for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You go at somebody when it's literally called for, and that's it.
Mhm.
Outside of that,
Yeah.
you keep it. You make your music. You do your thing, and that's that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
When it's time to stand up toe to toe, I'm going toe to toe. And it's just somebody who's been in situations where I've had to go to toe one way or another. Like, and I'm fine with that. And again, if that makes me toxic, then I
can't
embrace
drink on
that
the
shit.
podcast.
I embrace that shit.
What? What'd
I
you?
can't drink on the podcast.
Episode 10, we got us too litty in here.
I'm too turned. You got me like I've got two
you
cups
turned?
of that
Out
two
the
cups of
little
wine.
Pinot Gris?
That white wine got me going. I'm like, you know what?
Okay.
I'm talking too much. You know what? You're right, man.
It ain't even the Henny.
Listen, you know what? Let me stand on the podcast now. I apologize, EFS family.
No, don't do that. Don't do
Nah,
that.
nah,
Don't
nah,
J.
nah,
Cole
nah,
yourself.
nah, we
Don't
can't
J.
do that.
Cole
We can't do
yourself.
that.
Do not
I
J. Cole
apologize.
yourself. I'm going to cut your mic off. Do not J. Cole yourself
apologize.
right now.
I think I might have went too
stand
hard.
in your opinions.
I just
Stand
think
in
I
your-
might have went too
At
hard,
least let
man.
the episode come out before you apologize.
Exactly. Your apology could be next
I'm
episode.
moving faster than J. Cole, man. I apologize.
Record. Look at
And
J.
I
Cole.
think
Look what
that-
you're doing, Cole. You got people out here making
And I
record
think
apologies for no fucking
I may have
reason.
gotten a little too emotional, and I
Nah.
apologize, man. I just
Stand in your
I
truth.
agree with you.
The
I agree
raw
with you,
emotion,
Dwight.
right? We brought the
I'm
raw
messing with
emotion out of you today. J. Cole and his bullshit, man. It's got me
Nah.
tight, man. I don't like the fall off. I don't stop. I'm interested to see where you're gonna go with it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
You don't have to
interested
address
see-
it now.
Yeah.
But
You
it's, to
got
me,
to.
single most important moment in hip hop in probably the last 10 years.
I could sit
Yeah.
behind that from
Yeah.
just again the
I was just gonna
accountability
say,
standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
again,
agree.
I'm just calling you to the carpet for not you, J. Cole, for
Yeah, yeah.
the shit you was saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't say that shit no more.
Yeah.
Because if you ever say that shit again, I'm
You don't
calling
want to
you out
defend
for
it, so just don't say it at
Yeah.
all.
That said, I hope Kendrick, I know
I'm
you're
waiting
gonna
for the
take it. I'm
Kendrick
waiting.
response.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
That's
ain't
going to
over.
be crazy.
Yeah,
ain't
it
over.
is.
That shit ain't over.
I'm
Yeah,
nervous.
it's
I'm
not
nervous
far
for that
from
one.
I'm
over.
nervous.
I'm nervous
Yeah.
for that one.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is give it a few days before y'all do anything, because that
Yeah.
whole turnaround with Kendrick and like I literally was like, should I put this episode out? Like, I gotta put it out because we recorded this shit and it's
Yeah.
actually cemented. But bro,
Yeah.
I wanted to throw that shit in the garbage as soon as he put that bullshit out Sunday
We
night.
got what? How long do you think that till Kendrick drops?
Kendrick, he gonna take his time.
I
Think
think
so?
so. Yeah.
He gonna take his
I
time.
hope it's not like a year because
And I don't think that shit that Drake did was actually like that shit wouldn't entice me to respond like that, if I'm just being honest. I
mean,
still got the better record. That
Right.
shit was number one
I
in the
agree with
charts.
that.
We're gonna
Yeah.
see the shit ain't even on streaming platforms yet. So Drake, we
Yeah,
can't
that's
even see
true.
what this shit is gonna do yet.
Yeah.
I don't think
I'm
he's
going to
on there.
sit and
I don't
wait.
think he needs to
He should. Why not? He's a
Because-
stream king.
because
you want
it-
the streams.
I was just about to say,
you
he's
want the
all about
streams.
these.
You better
yeah.
put that shit on the streaming platform.
because
Yeah.
to me,
I don't like the fact that, and this is the new hip hop in me, because I still liked a lot of the old school hip hop. I don't
Right.
like the fact that I gotta go fucking to Twitter and pull up the link and then find this song.
that's how
Just
it was back
fucking
in the
drop
day.
the shit.
You would send it to a DJ and they would play it on the radio.
But we
It
passed
wouldn't
that
be no.
now.
Yeah.
We ain't not in them days no more. So this is my new hip hop in
You
me.
can't
Like
do-
put the shit on a
you do
streaming
both,
platform.
man.
That
Yeah.
You a hybrid.
hey, I pick and choose.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
certain
say
things
electric.
the way they was, and now to me it's like we in this era. You want to put out this song? We in the streaming. Put the shit on the fucking streaming platform.
Mhm.
You know, you send it to academics, but don't drop it. Maybe it ain't ready to be dropped. I don't know. Like we
Right.
don't know. But the person on Spotify who said or whatever, we ain't heard shit about that shit coming to no streaming platform to us just yet. So
Yeah, distribution
know.
not set up yet. But
so
again, I think we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping because Kendrick's teased some new music too. I'm hoping that he puts something out closer towards when his album's gonna come out. And then
I hope he come out throwing
the summer is gonna be interesting. I just know the summer. If we have summer music with this in the energy, it's gonna be a wild
swing for his head.
Wild summer.
Swing for his head.
I'll be out Texas going crazy.
Try to knock him out now because I want to see what's coming next. I want to see what's coming next.
You saying all this stuff that's not physical, but sounds great.
Yeah, on
knock his head off.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hit him in the head.
Oh, no doubt. It's just like Kobe said, "Well, I'm on that court. I'm trying to tear your fucking heart out." Same shit. Same shit to me. Knock his head off.
I love it. I'm peaceful, man.
Hey, man. I still got a little bit of toxic in me, and that's just I'm fine. I embrace it.
We yin and yang, bro.
I'm competitive. I enjoy seeing people stake their claim at what they do. If you hone your craft enough and you at the top of the mountain and there's people that's trying to, it's like that. Same shit in the NBA. Like, again, if you're the top dog, then when you get up for the big games, when you LeBron and you see Kevin Durant coming to the schedule in a week, it's like, all right, I'm going to start resting up a little bit. I know tonight I got to come out and play. You know what I'm saying? Or even the young dudes now. If you freaking Donovan Mitchell and you seeing freaking Shai Gilgeous-Alexander pop on the schedule, you got to come out and fucking perform because you know these are people that you weighing yourself against to say, I'm here on the list, I'm here on the list, whatever. Okay, I'm getting a little bit closer to the top now. None of y'all can fuck with me. Now come prove it.
Right.
Like that kind of shit. I'm about that. It's cool. It's all right. I think we got into a society now where that kind of shit is like pushed to the back of it. And everybody wants to be peaceful, friendly, and you don't really fuck with everybody like that. If you don't fuck with everybody like that, why act like it?
Right.
I say go box. I like to go in the ring.
And you got to box somebody.
Boxing match or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Get your feelings out.
Nah, because it ain't that. It's just literally this is what we do. Because if I got to be a boxer, then I got to train to be a good boxer, to be in a boxing ring with you, to then put myself in a position where I can beat you in a boxing match. If this is just we rapping, then we gonna rap. I know how to do this. You know how to do this. Let's prove who's better at that.
That's
if I'm on court, I know how to do this and you know how to do this. Let's go play one-on-one and see who's a better fucking player. Like, nothing's wrong with competition, and we need to embrace that, because if we don't, then everybody's gonna be soft as shit going forward. And I don't want to be in a society where I can't like actually pop my shit to say, I'm competitive. Like, I don't like to lose at shit, if I'm just being honest. And it's maybe my toxic trait, but I don't fucking like to lose. If you playing in an Uno game, I take too many losses. Best believe when I leave the Uno party, then next time we come back, yo, you want to play Uno again? Because I'm not letting it go.
I caught the Dubs at the Super Bowl. Remember that?
I mean, it's different.
Nah, it's different. Look at that.
My 7-year-old daughter was playing with us. That changes the whole dynamic of the game. That changes the whole dynamic of the game. And I don't even let her beat me, because that's how toxic I am. I'm not even letting my 7-year-old beat me at Uno, because it's like, listen, the world ain't gonna give a shit when you get older. So I'm gonna kick your ass now so that you're able to withstand other people trying to kick your ass when you get older. It's all competition. It's like there's healthy level of toxic, and we gotta just embrace that. That's actually going to be the episode title, Healthy Toxic.
Healthy Toxic.
Nice.
We're going to roll with Healthy Toxic.
I love that.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, that's cute.
That's fire.
Is there anything you want to I know there's one more thing we got on the docket today. I don't know if you want to still talk about it, or we ready to rap.
What's that?
Rap. AI.
Oh, man. I got to go back to Hoop, man. And we're going to leave it at that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's just because I came out hot just like everybody else. Yeah. I came out hot just like everybody else. And we're going to prove that it was justified in the situation. The statue was small as shit, and we know
but they're
AI.
All small.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I was about to say.
What I did not realize initially was that the statue was outside of the Sixers practice facility.
Yeah.
Statue. Yeah. It was outside. And all of the people that they have statued outside of the facility have something similar in height.
Yes.
So I came out hot. And on the pod, I'm just going, you ain't going to be able to see it. We might be able to link it in to the video if we can. But it's a dude explaining it, and he pulled it up, and it made sense. And I support it, because we all need to back off of the Sixers a little bit. AI's a legend, but this is just what they do there. So, and we're going to let it rock here.
These are what the statutes outside of the Sixers practice facility look like. So... The one you saw Allen Iverson receive today, is appropriate.
They all small.
Based on the size of
they all small.
what these statues are.
I saw.
This is not the Jordan United Center statue.
It's not that. It ain't Kobe at the Staples.
I was going to say it's not supposed to be like actual, a human-sized statue.
An ode to a great player.
Be easy on the Sixers.
Congrats to AI.
Congrats to AI.
Congratulations
Be easy
to AI,
on the Sixers.
One of my favorite.
It's a little statue, but at the end of the day, that's just how they giving it up over there. Maybe they ain't got that much space. It's Philly, everything packed in is tight.
This is true, yeah.
Maybe they ain't have enough space.
Yeah.
So I will, on record, say, I'm sorry I got so angry that early. Because if that's just what y'all do, then why would you go out of your way for AI? Do I believe AI deserves a big statue?
Yeah.
Sure, yes.
Yeah.
But then you got to explain that to all the other legends that played before.
This is true.
And that's a different
This is
thing.
true.
You know, different situation. Because
Maybe-
AI, he's like,
They should
he's
do a
one of
1v1
ours.
for it.
You know,
Awesome.
he's a very big cultural impact person outside of just basketball. He's like, AI was the man. People wear sleeves because of AI. People started getting braids because of AI. People started dressing the way they dress the games because of AI. Just like he's that for our culture. So, I think that we came out a little too hot. Back off of the Sixers. That's all. That's just what they do. Be happy he's getting honored in that way. And we just going to keep giving him flowers and praise to that little ass statue that it's a little ass statue. I'm just leave it at that.
Little
Without
ass
getting
statue,
too disrespect. At
but
first,
a lot
when I
of
saw
respect.
that, it was a trophy.
Yeah.
It looked like a little trophy.
That's what it looked like.
But hey, man, shouts to AI. You a legend, man. I don't give a fuck how big that statue is. Thank you for everything you've done for the game.
Yes, sir.
Buzz.
Ending it on sports is fitting.
Yeah. The sports is fitting.
This is
NBA
what
playoffs
EFS
is coming. My Knicks just locked in a 2 seed. So things gonna get real interesting.
You're Knicks. I thought you was Nets.
No, I'm not Nets.
When
I'm fake. I
When
told you I
KD
was
was
fake.
there. When KD was there,
Yeah, no doubt. And Knicks historically have been a trash organization.
So wait.
But if they lit, I'm rocking with my boys. Katie and Kyrie left. That was a little bit close to. I'm a Kyrie fan. I saw him, but I was a little fake. And I was mad at the Knicks. I turned to my card. I turned to my card because I was mad at the Knicks.
Right.
But we back now, so we're gonna see how I rock in the playoffs. Jalen Brunson, bro,
We'll see what happens.
You're still best contract in the NBA.
Let's make
right
it.
There.
Let's make it past the second round.
We're gonna see.
We'll see what happens.
I ain't willing to make no stake no actual
blame on
pick.
it.
Yeah, not yet. We're gonna see how things play out, shake out.
And we still got
a
a running thing that you said that the Lakers wouldn't make it to the Western Conference. How that rock?
Nah, they not.
All right,
I'm standing on that.
I know. I'm just like, when we get closer, I'm gonna say, you want to put some money on? Let's get some money.
We gotta see how the seeds look.
Let's see. As soon as it gets past the first
time
round,
is gonna be locked
like,
in very soon. Seed time is gonna be locked in very soon.
Well, they're right. What, 7th, 6th? What? 7th, right? 7th.
Who?
Lakers.
Lakers.
Yeah, I think
right now after today's game, I'm not sure. It just
won. I think they're 7th right now.
Well, yeah, I gotta check on the updated standings.
They're still in the play-in, but they might be able to get out the play-in, make something shake, man. I'm just saying.
We're gonna see.
The match is gonna be interesting.
It will be. So I'm looking forward to that. April 26th, I think, is when the playoffs start. We're right around the corner. Right there. Boom. Time. We're going to leave it there. We're going to end it on sports.
Yeah.
Talked a lot of music today. We got very passionate. We can't give Waldo white wine on the pod anymore.
Hey, you should be glad you can give me Hennessy. That's what
that's when the real toxic come out. The real toxic come out.
Nigga, what's up?
Yeah, the real
I'm
toxic
from Harlem, New York, nigga.
That's when somebody get hurt for real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
not off the Henny. Vodka. That's vodka.
Yeah,
Henny, I ain't gonna say niggas don't fight over Henny.
Yeah.
Nah, not tequila. Tequila is my go-to now.
Yeah.
I graduated past all that cognac and all that shit. I can't do that shit no more.
Well, I don't get violent at all. Like, I'm a very peaceful de-escalation. De-escalation, like, hey.
Coming from someone who got into a couple of violent altercations when I was a little bit inebriated, it usually happened off of liquors that's not tequila.
Ooh,
Vodka, easy way to bring out the angry man.
But rum.
Nah, rum is chill. Rum is chill. That's a little more Caribbean.
Captain Morgan or something?
Yeah, rum I'm Gucci with, but
Casamigos, get you crazy?
Yeah, nah. Tequila's straight.
Tequila, yeah.
Tequila's straight.
I think you said that. Yeah.
Worst toxic liquor is vodka.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Vodka.
I don't touch this stuff.
I don't even drink.
I drink vodka all the time.
Oh no.
You're an outlier though. You missed a piece.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I've healed to a certain level where I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna allow these things to.
Hey man,
for you.
You know,
good for you, Waldo.
That's wonderful.
I got peace in my heart, love in my heart.
Waldo back, Mr. Peace himself.
Hey,
Mr. Peace himself.
If you need anything, I'm here. Okay,
the J. Cole supporter and all that other shit.
All right,
we got your quote today, man. We got to wrap it. Quote.
Oh, it's on me?
I just gave my quote last week.
Wow, nobody told me nothing. Look, you know what's funny? I be giving him reminders, yo. He don't be giving me no reminder. My phone is dead.
Ooh. You better
We gotta go with another D Burkeism there.
I'm gonna have to figure out my own little joint.
Yeah, go with the ism.
You know what?
You got any Remy-isms?
Remy, you got a quote?
I'm interested to see what a Remy-ism
what's
might
the Remy
be.
quote? What's the Remy quote?
Remy-ism is just I
What?
Remy-ism like hurt somebody's feelings.
I got my own one.
Well, you better recognize it.
Want me to give my own?
Yeah,
maybe next time.
This is my quote. Okay.
Okay,
guys.
go ahead.
EFS family, this is the quote of this episode. Know your worth.
Oh, okay.
Then charge double.
You got to put the applause on that. That was kind of good.
I will, but then how do you know?
Know your worth, then charge double. That's my quote for the day.
But then you technically overcharging, right?
Why shouldn't you if you know your worth?
That's what I'm saying. Like
you worth double.
You know your worth,
yeah.
right? Then you charge double because that's when they're taking your time, your energy, everything out of it. Yeah, your worth is what it is, but charge them double because now they're getting you. They're getting what you have worked hard for, what you've honed your craft for, what you've put your time and energy in. So whatever you think your worth is,
it makes a little more sense with the elaboration behind it. But
that's why I'm here. I'm here. I'm here for help, man.
It's like a
little bit of guidance.
2 + 2 equals.
I'll shine you down. I'll shine the light down the path, man. That's all I'm doing.
2 + 2 equals 8.
You know what I'm saying?
Since when did 2 + 2 equal?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. When you broke it down, that's a different vibe.
But that's off the top, so you know what I mean.
Okay.
You gotta come with the ism.
That was
If you ain't prepared, you gotta come with the
appreciate
ism out here. But that's a good ism. Know your worth and charge double.
Okay.
All right, that's it, man. Episode 10. We here.
We
10
out
episodes
10,
in.
man. Hey.
We are just getting started, so don't think we're starting to wave the flag. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate all the support. Again, we ain't entitled to it, but we appreciate every last bit of outpouring of love and all that. Unless you're my family, I'm running down my family. I ran down on mad family.
Your cousins was like, yo, hey, yo.
For real, I heard about it today.
You know what?
I ain't gonna put it on blast, but I had a family member after I ran. I'm like, yo, you gonna subscribe to my shit? She tried to tell me I'm just gonna make time to binge watch all of them.
Oh,
and I'm just like, this is not like a season because if you just make, you're gonna have that much more to binge watch when you actually gonna get to it. You know these shits
so
is
she better
dropping.
start now.
Yeah. But she like came back to me today and was just like, yeah, when you said that yesterday, and I ain't gonna reveal all the details because of like family and them, with ultimate respect, and we had a decent discourse on the comment that I made. But if you're my family, I'm running down on you. Fuck all that. Like my shit, comment, subscribe to my shit. Other than that, outside,
Don't have him make a diss track.
Oh my God.
This track will be fire. And trust me, I ain't gonna come back and say sorry neither. I ain't gonna say sorry. I ain't apologizing for a motherfucking thing. That's just that.
Why did I get him on the train again?
Exactly.
But hey, man, it's EFS episode 10. Diaz.
Hey.
We got 10 of them in the books, and we gonna keep this thing rolling. We holler at y'all later. Y'all be safe. Y'all be great, and keep in charge of your space.
Yeah.
Your mental space, your physical space, and all things in between. That said, EFS podcast for self-starters, those willing to make the most out of any situation. We'll catch you on the next one later. Peace.
Deuces.